Listen, you're buying an investment property for sourcing deals. You really have like three options. So you can find the deal yourself, cold call a bunch of people, drive for dollars, send out mailers, stuff like that. You can buy from a wholesaler. In my market, I don't even really buy from wholesalers because they're not even a good deal normally. Or you can go on the MLS. Today, we're going to get into these MLS deals, how to find them, and everything that you need to know on what makes a good deal here in the Temple Belton area on the MLS. Let's get into it. All right, one of the biggest misconceptions that I see, especially in the Temple Belton area, is the days on the market, right? So that's what everybody uses. They're like, oh, look, it's been on the market for over 100 days. We can get a really good deal. In the Temple Belton area, it's like they'll sometimes they have a high days on the market. They're getting offers. Trust me. I've worked with sellers that are just like they're dead set. They maybe $5,000 below asking. Great offer, great terms. No, has to be right at the asking price. So that's often not a great indicator. What is a good indicator? One of the good indicators is if you see the motivation. So they're dropping the price. Oftentimes you can find these like maybe it's a unique property that maybe the agent didn't comp out correctly and they're just doing these pretty steep price reductions every month or every 2 weeks. That's whenever I see two of those, like two price reductions fairly recently, bam, they're going to get an offer or this property is going to get sent to my clients. The next one that I like is for like single family homes that are really meant for like a first time home buyer. Whenever they come up with horrible photos, like they look like not only were they taken with a cell phone, but they were like taken with a cell phone while this person was moving in the dark, and the photos are just horrible because they're not getting showings, first of all. So now the agent is telling the owner, we went a whole week, we haven't had any showings. They think their price too high. The agent's probably not going to be like, it's because I did really terrible photos. They're probably just saying, well, we're priced too high. And it kind of, the stressor on the stresses on the seller will keep adding up because maybe they're paying a mortgage. They're definitely paying taxes, insurance, all that stuff. They put it on the market for a reason. And now this process is prolonged. So that's a good one. And while I'm on this, for these on the market deals, I like to be right to the point where it's like a little bit below what is just obvious to just a regular person, not even a realtor, that it would sell like super fast with multiple offers. I try to get right below that, make a really strong offer, and then get it sold. So this one kind of goes with like the bad photos, but there's a lot of homes, especially Temple Belton, that are really not that bad, but they look really bad. Like if they have stained carpet, they have weird paint colors, all this stuff. Like let's say maybe an elderly person was living here and they couldn't fix it up, but whenever it needed a new roof, they got a new roof. When it needed a new AC, they got a new AC. All the big ticket items are done. So what I like to see, like cosmetic ones that look really bad, but they're not really that bad, because that's another one where it's really the first time home buyer range, but they're gonna sell lower to an investor because of the cosmetic rehab that needs to be done. Listen, I think these are great deals for first time home buyers because it's so like they could probably do it themselves, but you can also get a good deal for an investor under market value. A quick misconception that I see a lot of people, they think, it's bank owned. We could get a good deal on this. Banks are probably, if you're a first time home buyer, yes, you can get a great deal on a bank owned property. You get slightly below that market value, but you're not going to get like a home run hit. I think it could be a great deal for an investor. Like I saw a great deal a while back. Belton ISD, 215,000, 1,800 square feet. Very nice property. No rehab needed. And it was 215 because it just had terrible photos. I even sent that to a few investors because it could work, right? But bank on properties, how they do these, how they sell their properties, First of all, agents go in there, take horrible photos. They do a broker price opinion is what it's called, and they put a value on this property. So the bank will then put that into their system. They'll put all the comps that were sent into their system, and now they're negotiating based off of a percentage of what they're willing to negotiate. And if you're an investor, they are not good negotiators. They won't pay closing costs. It's a lot harder with a bank because they have, but they will lower the price. If it doesn't sell, they'll lower the price. Their system is more professional. That's what I recommend to my sellers, honestly, is that instead of taking a offer $30,000 below asking, what they'll do is they'll drop it 10,000. They'll drop it another 10,000. There's no emotion. They drop the price until it sells. So it's harder to get something like super below asking with a bank-owned property. The other thing that it's not something I look for, but I do notice it. There's some indicators whenever you show a property that there has not been a showing for a while. If there's spider webs coming off of the lockbox, the lockbox, maybe the code is wrong and it's been up for 45 days. There's a few indicators that I look for. So if I know that this property has not got a single showing in like a month, I'm going to say, well, first of all, it's already overpriced, So is it overpriced because the seller doesn't really want to sell it or they're like stuck on this price? Or is it overpriced because this agent set a bad price and now the seller he got his hopes up for this price. They don't want to drop it, until they need to drop it. Which leads me to the next one. Whenever you see a big price reduction, like it's been at 265, this happened recently, it's been at 265 for over 160 days, then it goes to like 200. That is an indicator there's something that happened that now the seller is motivated. So if you come in there with good terms, cash, you do a high earnest money, whatever the case is, and you can solve the seller's problem, or even if you just do a conventional, any type of loan, if you're the first one on it, which you will be if you're my client, you're going to get a good deal. Listen, I look at these every morning. I'm looking for deals for my clients. Please reach out to me. I want to help you on your investment journey. You can call me, you can text me, email me, you can schedule an appointment with me down below. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Let's get it.